guys, it's Deb here with Creative Life, and today, you guys, we are going to be doing another 12 days of Christmas project. So I am super excited, you guys. I created this tiny, or not really tiny, but it is a little pinwheel, and I thought these would be super cute for my grandkids in their stockings. Now, I don't know how much use they'll get out of them, and they're pretty, they're made out of paper, so I'm not quite sure if they'll even like them, but I thought that they would be festive, and I put little bells on them. As you know, we have a Christmas challenge during this 12 days of Christmas, and Rosa thought it would be fun for us to create some items or projects for the 12 days, and each day we make something different, and I thought it was a really neat challenge. It definitely gets your creativity juices flowing and stretches your mind across the board. so I thought that this would be a great project for Jingle All the Way, which is number 4 on the list. Now, I didn't do all of mine in order, so they are in different orders, and so but I just thought this would be really fun. So what I'm going to be using for this project is my punch board by We Are Memory Keepers, and I think that this is the first time I've used it, you guys, so I'm really excited about using it. And this little it gives you many sizes to choose from. So you can make a small one and up to a large one. So I thought an 8-inch, I think this is a 7 by 7 inch paper, and I think it measures 8 inches across. And so I thought that would be a fun little measurement. And so, and it definitely, is really fun to make. So I added some jingle bells down here. So I'm going to show you how to make one. All right. So the first thing I did was I cut my papers down to 7 by 7. And I was looking for the little instructions. Here we go. So here is the instruction pinwheel size. And it goes from 3 inches, and you can make them all the way up to 15¼ inches. And it tells you the paper size on this side here on what to cut your paper at. So I cut my paper at 7 by 7 because we're making an 8¼ inch pinwheel. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paper, and you are going to go ahead and stick it in the corner up here to punch your holes. After you punch your holes, you're going to go ahead and you're going to place this down here on the 7-inch piece. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so y'all can see. So right here is my 7-inch, and you're going to match that hole up with the hole here and the outline here on your board. So I'll go ahead and do that. Once you have it lined up, you're going to go ahead and bring your little piece down here. This piece right here on the end is your little hole punch. So it's going to poke through your paper, okay? You're going to grab your little blade, and you're going to go in between where you punched your hole and that little section right there. That is kind of like, I'll show you real quick. So when you punch out your paper, you'll have this little indentation right here, and that's where you're going to make your little slit right along there. And you're going to continue doing that for all 4 sides. So once you're done poking in all your holes and going through and cutting all of the lines, I'm going to turn this over this way. you are going to grab your holes. Now what I did to make it easier for my paper to fold over is I took the part with the hole on the end and I went ahead and just kind of curved it. So that way it would be easier to bend it inward. Okay, so before we get started in laying this down, you're going to need 2 circles. So I have my 1-inch punch and I'm just going to poke out 2 circles. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to poke a hole in these. So you want to go ahead, grab these and just poke a hole right in the center. Or about the center. I am not a good hole puncher, you guys. Let's see here. Go. There we go. And I'm just going to go, I'm making it a little bit bigger than what it needs to be, but that's okay. So next thing, or you could grab, if you don't have a hole punch, grab a little pick, okay, and then just make a hole right in the center. And I want it to be about about as big as a little, like where a brad can fit through and go around easily. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a brad that has a pretty long back on it. And let's see here if I can find one. So I have some brads that have been in my stash, and so I'm going to go ahead and use one of these brads here, and I think I'm going to use I'll use the red one. Okay, so you want a very long back on your brad, okay? The next thing you're going to want is a straw. Now if you have the little paper straws, that's fine too, from the craft store or whatever, but I'm just using a regular plain old plastic straw. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and we are going to staple this together. I'm going to staple it right on the side there, just like that. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to poke a hole right next to that staple. Okay, and you can make the hole bigger if you want to. Okay, just like that. Alrighty. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we can put this together. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my glue and I'm going to do a little dab right in through here and here. So it's just a little tiny dab right over that hole, okay? Right there. And then you're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Just put a little dab here and a little dab here. Now, I know that there are a couple of videos that have people using the little pinwheel attachments. I don't have those, so that's why I opted for how to do my own. So, how to put my own together, which I've done in the past. So yeah, so I've done that in the past, and I do have a video, and I will link that video down below. And it's definitely using foil papers on how to make a pinwheel using foil papers. Okay, so there we go. So there is the start of our pinwheel. There is my hole right here. Okay, and I'm not sure if y'all can see that, but it's right here. So there's the hole right there. Right there. So, okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add this on top of here. Okay, so you're going to add that on top of there, and then you're going to grab your little brad, okay, or your long brad, okay. Make sure that your brad has a very long end, okay, the backing, okay. Then what you're going to do is we're going to flip it over. Now that you've already have this punched a hole in and you have another one, you're going to go ahead and stick this on the back like this, okay. I think that's how I did that. Yeah. Okay, and then you're going to stick this on. Now I went ahead and put these to the back, okay, so you want just the so that way nobody would get like their fingers in case it rubs up the fingers or whatever. Just put the staple facing up the flat end, okay, so it's going to look just like this. Okay, once you get everything on there, you're going to grab a pair of little pliers, okay. So you're going to grab your ends, okay, and you're going to separate your ends, all right, just like that, like you usually do. And you're not going to place them flush against your pinwheel. You are actually just going to grab the tip of that and you're going to curve it over, okay. And that's what's going to give you enough room for your pinwheel to turn, but also it's not going to come out, okay. So I'm going to grab that again and I'm just going to bend that up inward, okay, just like that. Okay, and that will give you enough room for your pinwheel to turn. Once you turn it all the way around just like this, okay, and then go backwards, okay, just like that, and it should work. So it should work. There we go. So now what I did is I went ahead and took some of my my little ribbons, okay, and I just used whatever I had in my stash. I did not go out and buy anything new, okay. So I just kind of gauged how long I wanted it by it hanging down, okay. So like maybe right there. So then I went ahead and just cut that in half like that. And then I'm going to grab some of these here. I thought this would be super cute. Let's see, I have green polka dot, or you know, the red. There's the white. I think I'll get the white. Or you know what? We have this already white. Let me grab something else. Oh, you know what? I have this pretty green. And I just measured it like this. And some strands will be shorter than another strand, and that's okay. So I'm going to grab some of this green, this red I mean, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Okay. And then what I did is I went ahead and I tied it in a knot, okay, like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, if you wanted to decorate your straw so it's more festive, you could definitely do that. So you could take some rickrack or whatever you have on hand, okay, and yeah, I'll use this. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on here, okay, and I'm going to wrap that right around here. Oops. Now I'm going to go ahead and come out just a bit. Grab my strings here. Okay. Now, once you cut all of your ribbons, you're going to grab all the ribbons that you cut, whether it's 3 or 4, and you're just going to go ahead and tie them all into a knot, okay? Once you get your ribbons tied in a knot, you're going to go ahead and hot glue those and stick them to the back, okay? And then we're going to come back and tie them around the front. Okay, and now I gathered all my little jingle bells and I'm just placing them on the end of each ribbon. So there we go, you guys. There is your little festive pinwheel, and I think that it turned out so stinking cute. And yeah, so I'm trying to blow it. But it turned out so cute, you guys. I absolutely love it. I hope that you guys like this super cute Jingle All the Way project, and I hope you get to make one. I am going to put another pinwheel that I did by hand and didn't use the Memory Keeper's pinwheel punch. I'll put that link down below and at the end of this video. So thank you guys so much. Have a Merry Christmas, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.